Salutations, Shattered Squads. Automatic here for Automatic Games. Thanks for joining me for Season 3, Episode 14 of our XCOM 2 series. XCOM is experiencing an influx of soldiers. In our previous installment, Manzer led an unauthorized expedition into Indonesia to effect the rescue of Stacy Fallon. His squad was successful in their efforts, and they were welcomed back aboard the Avenger with open arms. The prodigal squad, so to speak. And so Stacy Fallon is once again among us, and our Psi operative, Brian Leitner, is battle ready. Bridget Michaels is willing to return to the field, and recently we hired Catherine Sussberry. And in fact, Catherine Sussberry's former mercenary group, several members of that group have agreed to join us as well. It's just a matter of going to go pick them up. So yeah, that's our influx of soldiers. And of course we have a vacancy in both Alpha and Bravo squads. And in fact, Alpha squad's leader, Two Bears, he wants to take a slight shore leave to return to Montana to finish up some unsettled business. The commander has granted this leave, so Two Bears will be away for a week or two, but he will return. Now, before we get to any of that stuff, we want to turn our attention to this landed UFO in Indonesia. And we're going to dispatch Charlie Squad to investigate that, and in fact, Charlie Squad seems to have a knack for investigating these downed UFOs. Charlie Squad is of course commanded by John Clayton, codenamed CJ, wearing the Rage suit with a built-in rocket launcher and taking along the plasma grenade. He will be joined in the field by Gary Hillsdale, codenamed Bard, taking along the battle scanner. Also, Dan Richards, codenamed Boot, taking a Skulljack and an EMP bomb. Warren Silas, Mr. Vane, taking in a mimic beacon. Thomas Trumpet, codenamed Titanium, taking a plasma grenade and several med kits. And finally, Troy Black, codenamed Black Widow, taking a built-in rocket launcher, a plasma grenade, and the frost bomb. There you have it, Charlie Squad, as it stands for this mission. Charlie, board when ready.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Copy, Firebrand, begin your approach.
A group of resistance operatives working out of this area managed to disable a grounded UFO. We're deploying near their last position to take control of the site. Neutralize all hostile contacts and seize whatever cargo you can get your hands on.
Yeah, it seems like every grounded UFO we've come across thus far has been handled by Charlie Squad, so this is the ideal squad to deal with this operation. And you know what? I detected some popping in my audio in the last episode, and I'm anxious to see whether or not we're going to experience the same thing in this episode. If so, I'm going to have to get a new mic, I guess. Sorry to digress. Back to our story. Charlie Squad is boots on the ground. As is generally the case with Charlie's squad, CJ is going to spearhead the advance. Charlie's going to be moving to these heights on the right flank. Once they're over there on the right, they're going to advance directly toward the objective. It's damn the torpedoes again. As to Bard, he's going to be using his grappling hook, part of his Wraith suit. That'll give him a little bit more maneuverability than CJ had. That being the case, CJ wants him to step a few steps forward, so he'll post up behind this boulder here. And also wearing a Wraith suit, therefore also using a grappling hook, is Mr. Vane. So he's going to move up, and CJ wants him to move even further ahead. Which is fine by Mr. Vane. He, if anything, that guy is brave, so he'll post up there. Now the rest of the squad, starting with Boot here, They're gonna fall in just behind CJ. So we've got Boot. Next up is Titanium.
Copy that.
And Black Widow will be bringing up the rear. And of course, Charlie Squad is coming off the heels of a very successful mission. So, their confidence is high.
Heading there now.
Now, CJ's going to move up. He's going to move just a bit further, and he's going to activate Run and Gun. And using that, he'll go into Overwatch at the end of his move.
Overwatch.
As he often does, Bard is going to move up right next to the squad leader. He tends to believe that that's one of the safest spots. Everybody else is going to join those two.
Double time.
And they're moving at the full extent of their capability. Except for Black Widow, I guess he'll post up here behind this good cover. Again, just kind of hanging back. Mr. Vane moves up. And you know, CJ wants him to move ahead a little more. Take a look, after all, the UFO should be right there. And we've got enemies on the grid. Let's see, an Andromedon. And 2 codecs. But that's not all. Okay, CJ has opened fire on one of the codecs. Just narrowly hits the creature. Now we've also got an officer and a trooper. That's 5 on the grid. However, that codex just cloned itself, so make that 6. And Mr. Vane thinks that's enough X-rays on the grid to merit use of the attention whore, so he's going to go ahead and deploy that in the hopes that it elicits some attention.
As soon as I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is punch your mama in the mouth.
Oh damn, we've got 3 more on the grid, another Andromedon, and judging from the armor on one of those 2 troopers on the inside, one of them is a shield bearer, and the other one's either a stun lancer or a standard trooper. So what is that? 9 on the grid. Okay, this Andromedon is going after the Mimic Beacon.
The first thing I'm gonna do is punch your
And
mama
it scores great damage. It appears that this Codex is attempting to... Yep. Damn. Well, there goes the Mimic Beacon. Short-lived, to say the least. This Codex is opening... Oh, wow, it's using a Psi Bomb. Damn. So, yeah. A lot of weapons disabled there, and a lot of enemies on the grid. And that is one of the many drawbacks to charging in headlong, is activating numerous pods. As you can see, Mr. Vane is taking fire. Luckily, it was a miss. This Codex is lining up a shot also against Mr. Vane, and it scores a hit. So Vane is wounded.
Menace 1-5, we just picked up an outbound signal coming from the UFO. It's some kind of distress beacon. You need to get inside that ship and shut down the signal before they send their whole fleet after us.
So as if 9 enemies on the grid weren't enough, they're calling for reinforcements. Okay, CJ's gonna use his Hunter's Axes on the Andromedon. That's a free shot, so he'll get another. And it did hit. His next is going to be the rocket.
Firing rocket!
Which also, of course, hits. Okay, good deal there. You know, CJ's telling his squad, we need to keep moving forward, we need to deactivate that distress beacon. Okay, Bard is gonna take a shot with lightning hands, aimed at the Andromedon, and he too hits his mark. Let's see. There is a threat from the other side here. Yeah, he'll go ahead and fire at that Codex. No joy. And in retrospect, I guess we should be glad that that didn't hit, because it would probably just compel the Codex to clone itself, which would give us 10 enemies on the grid. As to boot, he's going to reload, because somebody's got to be rifle ready next turn.
Heading out.
Titanium's going to get clear of that hazardous orb, and he's going to set about healing Mr. Vane.
Medical detail.
So that brings Warren Silas back to full fighting strength. And as to Mr. Vane, he's going to go ahead and fire at that Andromedon. And he scores critical damage. Good deal. Damn, he should have fired at the other Andromedon, but everyone's moving too quickly, I think. Black Widow is getting clear of the orb, and rather than move up, he's actually seeking out solid cover. Either way, everyone is clear of the Psy Bomb. Andromedon advances. It's in melee range. Damn, okay. Mr. Vane is severely wounded by that. Codex lines up a shot on CJ. Scores a hit. Now both Mr. Vane and CJ are wounded. Here comes another Codex, also lining up a shot on CJ. Also hits. The second Andromedon advances a bit. Appears to be lining up a shot. Oh, he's deploying an acid bomb. Oh, damn. Damn, Mr. Vane is, he's down. Mr. Vane's out of the fight. He's dead. Oh my god. Bard is wounded. CJ is down. Both Mr. Vane and CJ are dead. More fire incoming towards Bard. It's a miss.
I'm taking fire.
Folks, bear with me. I gotta gather my thoughts here. Wow. Okay, yeah, Bard is gonna withdraw. And that's instinctual. It's not with orders. He's gonna go ahead and fire at that Andromedon. It's a miss.
Not good.
Yeah, not good is right. Charlie Squad Leader is down.
Problem, boss.
And he's not the only KIA we've got right now. As you can see, Boot just fell back. Black Widow is gonna... Yeah, he's gonna deploy a Frost Bomb on the Andromedon. Maybe he can get both it and the Codex. Maybe not. Just the Andromedon, then. This is the dreaded day that many people have anticipated. As you can see, Black Widow opens up on and hits the Andromedon, thus killing its pilot. But as you very well know, that means the suit's still active. And the fact that the Andromedon has a second lease on life is precisely why Bard didn't fire a second shot at it earlier, because that just would have sent it into robot mode and it would have engaged in close combat. But it did so despite being piloted, so it was rather pointless. And I guess it's no time to look over our shoulders now, because we're mid-fight and what's done is done. Boot is going to deploy an EMP bomb that should severely damage both the suit and the Codex. Hopefully, nope, it did not take them out. Not either one of them. It did stun the Codex, though, so that Codex will not be cloning. And the highest-ranking member of Charlie's squad, as it stands, is Titanium. He is encouraging the squad to retreat. But perhaps uncharacteristically, Black Widow is refusing. He's saying, no, we cannot retreat. Codex employs the Psi Bomb, so once again, weapons are jammed. And so, despite being at a most inopportune time, what ensues is a very heated argument between those two old friends, Titanium and Black Widow. This Codex is lining up a shot on Black Widow, and it hits him. Closely followed by Titanium saying, we are not advancing on that UFO. There is no disabling that beacon anymore. That opportunity has passed. The Andromedon closes in, but it's used all of its moves on maneuvering. So it's just kind of face to face with Black Widow. Let's see, Bart is going to fall back a little bit. And he's going to draw his sidearm. And fire at the Andromedon. And he scores a hit. As to Boot, he's going to fall back as well.
Seems doable.
And Black Widow's saying, no, we have to see after both CJ and Mr. Vane. He's not advocating going into that UFO. Now Boot is using combat protocol on the Andromedon, and it works. The Andromedon suit is down. So, Black Widow's saying that he wants to stick around for the squad leader and Mr. Vane, but Titanium reminds him that he is no medic. Black Widow, that is. So, he probably cannot quite tell. The two of them are dead, damn it. So there's no point in sticking around for them. And in the meantime, as you can see, Titanium got clear of the Psi Bomb. He's not going to toss a grenade. He's not going to heal Black Widow now. He's just going to reload. As to Black Widow, well, he's going to use his rocket launcher on these two Codex. If he can. And it looks like he might be able to. And it's good.
They have been destroyed.
So that was a twofer. And that gives Black Widow a chance to say he knows that they're dead. But CJ is carrying on his person unique gear. And he'd be damned if he's going to leave that gear in the field, and besides, dead or alive, no man should be left behind. He's telling the surviving squad members that they can hold, they just have to stop withdrawing. Codex fires, scores a hit against,
I want to go home!
Damn. I believe that was against Bard, who's gone into a panic. Climbs up onto a cliff and, fires and misses. The second Andromedon is advancing. Oh, damn. And it's... yeah, fired at, see, I thought it was going to use its acid bomb. but it did quite a bit of damage to Black Widow. Injured or not, Black Widow still wants to hold. I don't know, choose your argument. Choose your passionate argument and stick with it, viewers. Who would you go with? Would you listen to Titanium? Or would you agree with Black Widow? Well, Titanium wants to get out, so he's going to back up even further. And he's reminding everyone that he's the highest ranking soldier. And as if to ease Black Widow and the tension, he's going to go ahead and heal Black Widow. In essence, reminding them that he's just looking out for him, and they need to get out of here. Black Widow is going to utilize the Frost Bomb. He's going to freeze 3 and 1, and in doing so, he's going to tell Titanium, if we keep running, we are all going to die. We need to stop here and hold. But Titanium's not convincing, and even in saying so, as you can see, Black Widow falls back a few steps. In essence, just trying to keep with the squad, which sure as hell is slowly withdrawing. Let's see, Boot is gonna fire at that at the Andromedon suit. I shouldn't say Andromedon suit. It's piloted still. It hasn't even entered that phase of combat yet. And in the distance, something is stomping around. Kind of dread the notion that it would be a sectopod. Damn. Boot is wounded. Was that Boot? No, I'm sorry. That was Titanium. Another shot comes in towards Black Widow, but it's a miss. But yeah, you know, a lot of viewers predicted something like this happening a long time ago. And you'll remember in Season 2, damn near the entire squad was wiped out, but I save scummed because it would have ended the game. So, it caught up with us. CJ has finally paid the price for his own bravado, and that of his predecessor. So, Black Widow's gonna fire a acid bomb at these 3 that are frozen. You know, he's just not done dishing it out. And privately, I applaud him for it. I say privately as I narrate the video, so I guess it's not so privately. Boot is gonna fall back. Titanium's, he's not done falling back. He's gonna keep moving. He's made up his mind. He is out of here. But he's gonna heal himself in the process.
Gremlin, get on the heels!
As to Bard, he's gonna reload. And he'll take a shot at this codex here. And he puts it down.
Enemy down.
Oh yeah, what, the acid bomb sure had an effect. Even on the Andromedon, which was kind of questionable considering the Andromedon deals in acid. Guess he can only handle his own. Damn, he fires another shot at Black Widow, and it's a miss. Comes the shield bearer, also firing at Black Widow, also missing. Trooper. And the trooper reloads. Okay, as to Bard. Well, actually, Bard's a little indecisive. So is Boot. Black Widow is gonna kick things off. He's gonna take a shot at the, yeah, he's gonna take a shot at the Andromedon. Damn. It was a hit, but wrong target. He hit the shield bearer. Well, he essentially pleads with Bard. Come on, man, get into the fight. And Bard heeds the advice. He advances. Black Widow says, now put fire on that Andromedon. Bard's gonna use lightning hands to do so. Nice, the pilot is down. Bard's not done. He's got another shot up his sleeve. He's gonna direct that. Oh, probably at that shield bearer, considering the shield bearer is wounded. And it is at this point. Nice, nice. It's at this point that Black Widow urges Boot to initiate a hack of that Andromedon suit. He tells him if you can hack that thing, if you can shut it down, or better yet, if you can take control of it, he could turn the tide of this fight. Well, Boot's gonna give it a go. Let's see what his odds are, what kind of risk he's willing to take. Yeah, he's gonna take the risk. 55%, but he's gonna do it. What the hell? And the gamble pays out. Nice. That is altogether a fortunate turn. I mean, that's great. That is freaking awesome. So the Andromedon suit is gonna approach this trooper and take a swing at him. It's a miss, but the fact remains. We have an Andromedon suit on our side now. Well, Titanium is unmoved by that. He's still advocating a full withdrawal. The trooper relocates. Oh, he's tossing a grenade. And not at the suit, instead he tosses it at both Bard and Black Widow, wounding them both. Bard is once again panicked. This guy can barely control himself. Now, who can blame him? It's been a stressful fight. And it's about to get more stressful because Advent reinforcements are inbound, of course.
Looks like they've locked on to the distress beacon. Neutralize all hostile reinforcements to secure the site.
I don't know that that's happening, Central. Neutralizing all hostile personnel. Anyways, the Andromedon suit is going to make a play for that UFO. Perhaps it can get to the beacon, and though it can't hack it, I wonder if it can destroy it. Kinda doubt it, but at the very least, this can serve as a demonstration, a distraction for the Advent forces.
Moving to position.
So Black Widow's moving up now. He's going to seize upon this opportunity. Fires at the trooper. Trooper is down. And what it boils down to is this. Black Widow wants to use this brief window to get to CJ's body and retrieve it. Again, Titanium's withdrawing. He's telling his troops, withdraw. And as you can see, Boot is now moving with Titanium. they come, folks. And judging from Central's words, this is not going to be the only Advent pod to enter the fight. Nonetheless, one can hope that the Andromedon suit gives them enough to deal with, while Black Widow does what he has set out to do.
Scanning.
Boot catches up with Titanium there. And the Andromedon suit enters the UFO. What's up, Advent? Oh, that's up. Yeah, it is a sectopod. Oh well, it's not like the Andromedon suit is gonna hesitate. It's gonna continue to move. As the Black Widow, is gonna get in here close. You know, see if he can get within range of these bodies. And he'll try to pick up CJ and get him the hell out of here. He's had his differences with CJ in the past, but he's always liked the guy. Meanwhile, inside, the Andromedon suit is a target. Sectopod opens up, scores a hit. Ideally, I wanted to set up the Andromedon suit right next to the distress beacon. Maybe then collateral damage would have hit the beacon, but no such luck, I don't think. I think that about does it. Well, I think also that the suit served its purpose. Okay, Bard, his confidence is gone now. He's out of here. Meanwhile, Black Widow's thinking to himself, you could have carried Mr. Vane.
I'm on it.
As to the tentative squad leader, he's gonna go ahead and call for extraction. Setting up the zone right there. But he's not going yet.
No problem, boss.
Who takes cover behind a tree? As the Black Widow, he still can't pick up the body. He's got to get a little closer. And he still can't pick up the body. Damn. Not sure what's up with that. Oh, but this is nice. It's fortunate that he was in Overwatch because he gets a shot at this emerging trooper. He gets more than a shot, he gets a kill. Hell yeah. So yeah, Advent, this ain't over yet. I know you think we ran for the hills, but we didn't. And,
moving to position.
I guess Advent is gonna act on that, unfortunately. So here we go. Black Widow's able to pick up his squad leader. And now he's gonna start to make his way to the extraction zone.
Heading out.
In the hopes that X-rays aren't nipping on his heels the entire way. But Boot is prepared to set up a modicum of defense in anticipation of Black Widow's arrival. Titanium will join him, and Bard is en route. although he is pretty badly wounded. Here comes the sectopod. And one can safely assume that it's accompanying troopers and those recent reinforcements right there with it. Oh hell. Okay, good. Rather than just outright fire, it is, it's priming its super weapon. I say good because I think Black Widow's going to be able to get clear of it before it can discharge. Yeah, meanwhile, back here, everyone's going into Overwatch, and Bard joins the formation.
Overwatch!
Okay, I don't think that did anything to Black Widow. It definitely didn't kill him. Yeah, he's good. I mean, he's still wounded from previous attacks, but the sectopod did nothing to him. But boy, these three better be ready to receive a sectopod and friends. You know, Titanium is back there basically telling Boot and Bard that he's known Black Widow a long time, and he's known Black Widow to be rather hesitant, but he thinks he's off his rocker.
Solid copy.
He's basically charging that Black Widow is downright crazy. I mean, it does take a lot of nerve to go back there for those bodies. But, you know, it's not that Black Widow ever shied away from a fight. He was just always, or usually, questioning Charlie Squad's methods. So he's at the extraction. Does he extract? That's a negative. No, he's gonna set down CJ. And yeah, he's not done yet, folks. No, he's got more in mind. So yeah, he heads over by Titanium, and he tells his tentative squad leader to sit tight, because Black Widow plans to go get Mr. Vane as well. He follows that statement up with the old, "Who's with me?" Well, Bard kinda shakes his head. Titanium looks at him as if now he knows for sure that Black Widow's crazy. But Boot's willing to entertain the notion. To Black Widow, he issues a reassuring, "Let's go."
Moving to position.
And to Titanium, he warns, "You'd better wait for us." To which Titanium can only respond, "You'd better expedite."
On Overwatch.
And so Black Widow and Boot are off.
Covered. On Overwatch.
And there is the fear that that sectopod and accompanying troopers are inbound. So, certainly, caution is advised.
Heading out.
Nonetheless, Black Widow moves up, takes cover behind this tree,
Here.
and he's got eyes on 3. an officer, a shield bearer, and a stun lancer. Now that's no good. Yeah. Black Widow hesitates. He knows that they have a sectopod with them. And so he turns to Boot and says, let's go. Let's fall back. After all, they tried, right?
I can handle that. Moving to Overwatch.
Boot goes into Overwatch. Titanium and Bard will do likewise.
Got it covered.
Yeah, the name of the game now is Extraction. Boot fires a shot.
Adjusting aim.
Fails to connect. The officer points out Boot's position. Titanium fires a shot. And he hits. I believe that was the stun lancer, who continues to advance. And he strikes Boot. Boot is stunned. Wow, that was a lot of damage. I mean, for a stun lancer. And of course, the shield bearer buffs his friends. Which sounds gay as hell, but it is what it is.
Come get some.
Well, if he's got nothing in range, Bard goes into Overwatch. Boot joins him back there. Titanium's going to take a shot at that stun lancer. And this time, he kills the stun lancer. As to Black Widow, he's going to join his squad mates back here. And he'll take a shot. It's a hit. Want to say that was on the Advent officer? Was it not? The officer advances. Lines up a shot on Boot. Shit. Shield bearer fires, fails to connect. Boot is down. And Bard is out of here.
Moving to designated
He's
coordinates.
seen enough. But, yeah, he is going to go ahead and pick up CJ. Get him aboard that Sky Ranger.
Hold on. Evac confirmed.
Damn. Well, Titanium considers taking a shot, but he thinks better of it. Tells Black Widow that he had better go.
Heading out.
Black Widow's not, though. He's gonna take Boot with him.
I've got it.
And he can't quite make it to extraction this round, so he's gonna go for cover. Seeing that, well, Titanium will take a shot. It's a miss.
Adjusting sights. Toss me some ammo.
The officer fires at Titanium, scores a hit. Damn, I tell you.
I need a
Oh man. Titanium is in a bad way. And you know, he tells Black Widow he better move. Now or never. So Black Widow's on his way and Titanium's on his way. Folks,
Getting out of here.
this mission was a catastrophe.
Backing it in.
But the remainder of Charlie's squad is away.
All surviving XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Commander, we failed in our mission. We'll need to review our tactics and improve going forward.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Unbelievable. You know, I guess I shouldn't say that. It's entirely foreseeable, but I had presumed that if Charlie's squad were to meet with catastrophe, it would have taken place early game. Certainly not this late in the game, when they're sporting heavy armor and wielding heavy weapons, but nonetheless, it just happened. And I think of Black Widow. Boy, did he prove his mettle in the field today. You know, unwilling to back down in the face of such overwhelming odds, and going a step further in that he wanted to clear everybody from the field. And then there's Boot. Not to diminish the tragedy of the other deaths, but Boot strikes me as particularly tragic in that, well, you know, take into consideration the young squad leader CJ, or Mr. Vane. At the point in which they died, neither of them had really had the chance to truly appreciate the severity of the situation in which Charlie found itself. One cannot say the same for Boot. He knew the score. He had plenty of time to calculate the odds before deciding to sally forth with Black Widow in order to retrieve Mr. Vane's body. And nonetheless, he chose to do just that. And I think it's that awareness that makes his death all the more striking to me. Let's look to the memorial, shall we?
Now hear this. All hands come to attention for the fallen of Charlie Squad. Major John Clayton, codenamed CJ. Born October 14th, 2016, died November 8th, 2035. He was 19 years old. Major Clayton spent 248 days in service to the XCOM program, over which time he participated in 12 missions and was accredited with 30 confirmed enemy kills. His epitaph shall read, his predecessor was his mentor, and CJ followed Corky's lead until the bitter end. Captain Dan Richards, codenamed Boot, born August 12, 2001, died November 8, 2035. He was 34 years old. Captain Richards spent 209 days in service to the XCOM program, over which time he participated in 11 missions and was accredited with 17 confirmed enemy kills. His epitaph shall read, Boot sought to lend himself to XCOM since childhood. In the end, he gave everything for our cause. Lieutenant Warren Silas, codenamed Mr. Vane, born January 13, 1997, died November 8, 2035. He was 38 years old. Lieutenant Silas spent 155 days in service to the XCOM program, over which time he participated in 6 missions and was accredited with 11 confirmed enemy kills. His epitaph shall read, he exuded a spirit of consummate courage under fire. We could all benefit from his example. Services will be held in honor of the fallen tomorrow at 0900 hours at the Avenger Memorial. Those wishing to pay their respects are encouraged to attend. That is all.
And it is a shame that we weren't able to get Mr. Vane's body out. I think that's the second fallen soldier that we were unable to retrieve throughout the history of this renewed XCOM effort. And yeah, CJ was young. I knew he was young, but just 19, and apparently just turned 19 less than a month ago. Damn. And it's a dark time for XCOM, but, you know, I take into consideration J-Bone. She just lost her brother, and a few episodes ago she lost Otto. So yeah, this has got to be pretty rough on her. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Automatic for Automatic Games. If you like this, and if you are subscribed, I will talk to you soon, friends.